Alright guys, welcome back to another MLB 9innings21 video. This is another showcasing your teams video, part 10. We got 6 new teams. We have another bonus team in there. This guy's been on my friends list for a long time, and I figured I would just go ahead and show them off. They have a really nice team. Not as many legends as the other one, but a ton of signatures and stuff, and they've been grinding, I can tell, for a long time. All the skills are just crazy as well, so we're gonna be showing them off as well. But 6 total new teams, and if you want to be in one of these videos, send an email to jfish.contact@gmail.com. It's in the description below as well. Make the subject of your email showcase, put your user in the body of the email that is on 9innings, and then make sure you friend request me on 9innings. If you don't friend request me, you can't be on the showcasing your teams video. You will stay in the queue, but until you're on my friends request list, you're not going to be in the video. So in the description of this video, there is everyone that's in the queue right now. If you have a star by your name, that means you are on my friends requested list, so you're good. If someone is ahead of you, but they're not on my friends requested list and you are, you'll go in front of them. But you'll stay in the queue until you're on the friends requested list and you're in a video. So there's also been people wondering why they've been waiting so long. There is a queue. So someone that a few months ago wanted to be on the showcase, and then if you come to me in like a week later and you say, hey, can I be in your showcasing your teams video? You're not gonna go until they go. They requested a long time ago. That's the fairest way to do it. So I just want to clear that up. Some of you guys were confused on how that's working. I just want to let you guys know, you guys will be going eventually. I'm trying to do these once a week so we can get through this. I literally have 50 people in the queue right now, so I'm trying my hardest. These take a while to get to put together as well. So I know it's only 5-6 teams, but it takes longer than you guys think. But I'm gonna stop rambling on. Let's go ahead and get into the first team. All right, so first up we got Bryce 700. Their YouTube is Brian Nadaye. If that's not how you say his name, I apologize. I butcher names, guys, so if I butcher your name or a name of one of these players, it's what I do. It's not on purpose, so just bear with me. They're a Mets team. Let's go ahead and get into this. And if you do not have if one of these players that you're training and they got skills and the train's not great, but it's not a team player, I'm not going to suggest you retrain them and use resources on them. So first, let's start out. We got a diamond Billy Hamilton. There's a train so far through 10, a little much of speed and field. There are the skills, not worth retraining and reskilling though. We got a Sean up next, or Scott. Sorry, his name's Scott. There's a train so far through 12, and those are the skills. All 3 gold skills. I like that. You could get some better ones in the future, but Billy's player, not really worth using a skill change ticket on it. Next up, we got a black diamond Wash. There's a train so far through 12, a little much of speed and field, and charisma's a good skill right there. We got a Cabrera up next. There's a train so far through 10. Slugger, Instinct, and Heavy Hitter. That's pretty decent on that card for sure. Then we got a Soto up next. There's a train, way too much of speed and field, but not a team player, so it's not even really that big of a deal. Full swing hitter on there is pretty decent. No gold skills, but not a team player. Next up, Player of the Month live Ohtani card. I want this card so bad. That power is beautiful. And a pretty decent train on this so far. A little much of speed and field again, but this card, it doesn't really matter. This will be in your lineup for what probably will be a while. As long as he finishes the season hot, you'll be totally fine. So 5-tool player and heavy hitter, that's totally fine. Next up, we got a gold Freeman. There's a train so far. Those are the skills. You obviously can't skill change that. A prime Molina up next. There's a train so far through 10, a little much of speed and field, and skills decent. 5-tool player is okay. This is one I could suggest you actually do retrain when you get the resources to down the road with it being a prime, and getting better skills on it down the road. So I don't know where you're at in terms of points and stuff, so just take it with a grain of salt. Next up, we got Shoop. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. And then let's head to the bench. We got a Diamond Crawford here. There's a train so far through 12. Those are the skills. And really anyone on the bench, I'm not going to recommend skill changing or retraining as well. So next up, we got a Diamond Escobar. There's a train, and those are the skills. We got a Gold Machado after that. There's a train through 10, and those are the skills. Heavy hitter, pretty decent. Then we got a Swanson. There's a train. Those are the skills. And then a Lindor. There's a train on Lindor, and those are the skills. So let's go ahead and head to the starting rotation. The ace is a live DeGrom card. I think this is your first team player, which is totally fine. Like I always say, diamond set deck, S set deck first before you do team S set deck. So totally fine here. This DeGrom card's looking pretty nice. Let's see the train. A little much stamina. And this is one, if you wanted to put resources in, you could. I know it's a live card and it's just like a normal card. It will be in the future. But with it being a DeGrom, possibly. It's up to you. But winning streak, golden pitcher, decent. Obviously can't reskill that. Next up, a diamond Bumgarner. There's a train so far, and I only 4 to stamina through 12. I like that. And then skills are lacking, but not a team player. Next up, we got a Moore here. There's a train so far through 10, not bad. And then finesse pitcher and winning streak, that'll be fine for now. Then we got a diamond Wheeler. There's a train so far through 10. And clean up your mess and put away pitch. You can get away with that for now as well. So, and diamond Wheeler. This is one you could probably... You're at 6 to stamina already. Depends on how it finishes out. So you can keep on training them. If you need to retrain, you can with it being a Mets player. And then a Prime Greinke is the last one in the rotation. There's a train so far, pretty decent. And those are the skills, obviously can't reskill that. Next up, we got a Mark here, a Prime Mark. There's a train so far through 12. Those are the skills, winning streak, I like that with the relief pitcher. Then we got this train on a Johnson. There's a train and those are the skills, not really worth reskilling. A Kinsler up next, there's the train and those are the skills. Last boss setup, man, I like that, and only 2 to stamina, looking good. Odavina up next, there's a train so far through 10 and those are the skills. Then we got a gold Hendricks as our last relief pitcher. There's a train, those are the skills. Pitching machine, I'll take that. And then our closing pitcher is Familia. There's a train, looking pretty decent. Maybe a little bit more to location, hopefully we can get more to that on the back half of this train, but only 3 to stamina, I like that. And then setup, man, that's perfectly fine. So, looking pretty good here. Go for the diamonds first, and then go for the team. There's nothing wrong with not having a lot of team players right now. You're looking pretty good. Thanks for submitting your team, Brian. All right, so next up is Zero's Cali. Their YouTube is Andres, and I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Is it Casado? If it's wrong, I apologize as well. St. Louis Cardinals team, looking pretty sharp right here. Already got the Diamond and Team S-Set deck already, so looking pretty good. Probably not going to have to do too much commenting on this team with where you're at. First up, we got a Black Diamond Prime Edmonds. There's a train so far. You could retrain this down the road, a little much of speed and field, but Slugger, Instinct, Charisma, skills looking on point. Day Young up next. There's a train, again, a little too much of speed and field, but you probably know this. Barreled up and Spotlight, looking great with the skills. Then we got a Diamond Pujols up next. There's a train, again, a little much to speed and field, but you got a good amount of power and eye as well. Skills on point as well. Then we got an Adams up after that. This is another one you could retrain down the road when you get the resources. There's the skills right there. Batting machine and 5-tool player is fine. You could reskill it if you wanted to, and get like Slugger Instinct, Charisma, Spotlight, something like that. But looking pretty good there as well. Next up, we got an Ozuna. There's the train so far. Another one you could retrain down the road. And then you got Spotlight and Barreled Up. Diamond, looking good. Then we got a Jed here. There's the train so far. Those are the skills. Slugger, Instinct, Charisma, Diamond, loving it. Then we got a Carpenter here. There's a train, and those are the skills. Then we got a Wong after that. There's a train. Those are the skills. Prediction, 5-tool player. That's fine. You could retrain, reskill if you wanted to, and retrain on that card as well. But still looking pretty good. And then, is it Waiters? I don't know if that's how you say his name. I'm going to call him Matt, though. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. 5-tool player and Slugger Instinct, totally good. Got a Piscotti on the bench. There's a train so far. Those are the skills. And I'm not really going to suggest retraining and reskilling with people on the bench as much. So, next up, an Edmund. There's a train so far, and I don't know if I've ever seen 20 to speed. I cannot lie. I think you're the first one. Maybe I have in the past, but that is a lot to speed. But let's see. There's the skills on it as well, and the skills are looking nice. With a Slugger Instinct and Heavy Hitter, definitely try and get more to that power. Even with them being on the bench, you don't have to, but that's just a suggestion. Then we got a Fowler after that. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Then a Goldschmidt after that. There's a train. Those are the skills. And then we got a Molina. Last one on the bench. There's a train. And those are the skills. So, let's head to the starting lineup. We got a Prime Black Diamond Wainwright. There's a train so far. A little too much of stamina there. You could retrain that down the road. Finesse pitcher and Ace. That'll be totally fine. You got Finesse pitcher level 8. So, that'll probably be beautiful. Let's see the train. Yeah. You got the special effects as well. So, perfect. Next up, we got a Waka. There's the train, a little too much of stamina again, and there are the skills. A Black Diamond, I'm just gonna call him Jack Flattery, I think is how you say his name. There's a train, and Those are the skills. Last boss and finesse pitcher, looking good right there. Do not have the special effects on that, so you could train for finesse pitcher. And Jack has had such a great start to the season. I'm not sure how he's finished off so far, but then we got a Lin after that. There's a train. Those are the skills. Dominant pitcher and ace, looking nice. And then we got a Martinez, last starting pitcher. There's the train, and 22 to stamina. My goodness. I think that's one of the first times I've seen stamina go that high as well. You definitely could retrain that one. And those are the skills. So, next up, not sure how to pronounce his last name. I'm just going to call him Dominic. There's a train. Those are the skills. Rosenthal up next. There's a train. Looking good right there. Only 8 to stamina through 20. Perfect. Giant Crusher and Untouchable. You could reskill if you wanted to for better relief pitcher skills, but that's totally fine. We got a Giovanni next. I think I have the same card. I'm not sure if I have the same year. Good train on that, and those are the skills. Dominant pitcher, inning eater, that's totally fine. Live Reyes card up next. A little much of stamina, but you can stick with that for now. I like 15 to velocity, 12 to location, looking good. And then dominant pitcher, finesse pitcher, and ace. You could go for the special effects. You're 8. So yeah, you already have the special effects, the dominant pitcher, so that's totally fine. Perfect. You already have it level 6. Thinking the same thing. We got a Kelly up next. There's a train, and that's a ton to break. 22 to break, and clean up your mess and untouchable. Totally fine. And I have no clue how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna say Jason. There's a train, and those are the skills, untouchable and giant crusher. Looking good right there. Team's looking great. Skills are on point. Obviously, there's some retraining and stuff you can do. You probably already know that, but looking great. Already got Diamond and Team S set deck. Thanks for submitting your team, Andres. All right, so next up we got Cool Dude. Their YouTube is Jason McNicole, I think is how you say his name. And we're gonna go ahead and get straight into this. Houston Astros team. Let's go ahead and start off with Diamond Andrus. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. The skills looking pretty good. Not worth retraining, not being a team player. Canna up next. There's a train, and those are the skills. Next up, we got a Diamond Smith. There's a train, and those are the skills. Prediction of 5-2 player, looking nice. Next up, we got a Prime Cano. There's a train so far through 10. Those are the skills. Obviously, can't reskill that. We got a Mike Trout, 2012. There's the train so far, and those are the skills. Full swing hitter, pretty decent. A Bellinger up next, a gold Bellinger. There's the train. Pretty decent through 10, only 7 to speed and field. And those are the skills. A Diamond Gomes up next. There's the train. Those are the skills. And then a Black Diamond Seager. There's a train so far. Not bad. A little much of speed and field, but looking pretty good. And then a Specialist. With you Black Diamond in this, you could put resources into it. You could get better skills in a train, but it's up to you, really. Last on the starting lineup, we got Machado, a gold Machado. There's a train, and those are the skills. Training Junkie, pretty decent. So, on the bench, we got a Diamond Gonzalez, and I believe, is this the first team player? Yes, yes. So, there's the train so far, and those are the skills. This one is, even with them being on the bench, you could put them in the lineup. You could go for a better train. You already have 15 to speed through field, through 12, a little much, and then you could get better skills on it as well. Next up, a JP Crawford. There's a train, and those are the skills. Slugger Instinct, pretty decent. A Seager up next, a gold Kyle Seager. He has both Seager brothers, as I do on my team as well. There's a train. Those are the skills. Then we got an Alfaro. There's a train. Pretty good train through the first for the first 10. And then there's the skills. And then we got a Crone after that. There's a train, and those are the skills. So let's head to the starting rotation. The ace is a Diamond Scherzer. There's a train, looking pretty decent through the first 10, and those are the skills. Last boss and untouchable. Perfectly fine with where you're at right now. Next up, a Black Diamond Castillo. There's a train, I like that, through 12, only 4 to stamina. And Inning Eater and Giant Crusher, you can get away with that for now as well. Next up, we got a Diamond Kelly. There's a train. Those are the skills. I'm liking that. Clean up your mess. Dominant pitcher, looking good. Then we got a Cueto. There's a train so far. A little much of stamina. Not a team player though, so not really worth putting any extra resources into it. Last boss. That'll be fine for now. Then we got a gold Kershaw finishing off the rotation. There's the train through 16, and those are the skills. So let's head to the bullpen. We got a Gott for the first relief pitcher. There's the train. Those are the skills. Then we got a Shreve, not sure how to say his name. There's a train through 12, looking pretty good with only 4 to stamina. Put away pitch and Inning Eater, you can get away with that for now as well. Next up, a Brennan. There's a train through 10. Those are the skills. Then we got a Diamond Givens up after that. In the train through 12, I'm loving it. Only 2 to stamina, 9 to location, 8 to velocity, looking good right there. Last boss, clean up your mess, perfect, stick with that. Then we got a Gold Chapman, there's a train so far. Those are the skills, and then the closing feature is a Dykeman, I think is how you say his name, or Deekman. And there's a train so far through 10, and those are the skills. I would honestly suggest that you put Givens as your closer with the skills and the train you got on him. Because I think, honestly, that would be the best person to put as a closer where you're at right now. But like I say to all of the teams that are that don't have all diamonds and stuff yet, don't go for the team set deck. Just my suggestion. If you don't want to go for the team set deck, that's totally fine. Go for the diamond though, like I always say. But looking pretty good. Thanks for submitting your team, Jason. All right, so next up was gonna be SF #00002B3CSF. But their team, obviously, this is not their normal team. We got all basic players here. I believe they are tanking for ranked. Their YouTube is Mason Billy. You're still gonna be in the same spot on the queue if you have your team in next week when I do this. Normally I do it on a Saturday, Sunday. Then I will for sure have you in there. You're still gonna stay on the requested friends list, and I just don't wanna, I know this is not your actual team, so this is not gonna count against you. All right, so next up we got Bang Bang Angels. Their YouTube is Peter Suarez. They are Yankees team, and they're going to be getting a sig here based off of the memo. So let's go ahead and get this started. We got a Black Diamond Gardener. There's a train, and those are the skills. Skills looking pretty decent. This is one you could retrain though. 16 to speed build through 12 already, and it's a team player. Next up, we got a Brandon. We got that train so far through 10. Not bad. And those are the skills. Then we got a Diamond Polanco after that. There's a train so far through 14. Those are the skills. Then we got a Mark DeSherix, and there's a train, and you got Born to Be a Star on this one. 8 specials and barreled up. I don't know much about the legend skills yet. I only have one player with one, and that is, I believe, Wood. But looking pretty good on the skills. I don't know how good that legend skill is, but there's a train so far through 12, and I like it. You can get a little bit more power. Make sure you try and get some more power with that train, but looking pretty good on that card. I like it. Then we got a Stanton after that. There's a train, and those are the skills. This is one you could reskill. This is one, you're already at 14 to speed and field. You can keep going on the train, but you might have to retrain depending on how the rest of that train goes. But this is one you could definitely reskill as well, being a team player. Next up, we got a Diamond Judge. There's a train, a little much of speed and field. You could retrain this one when you get the resources. There's the skills. This is one you could skill change down the road as well. So next up, we got a Victor. There's the train so far through 12, and those are the skills. Moustakis, I did not say that. That came out weird. A Mike Moustakis, aka Moose. There's the train so far through 12. Those are the skills. And then last in the lineup, we got, I'm just gonna call him Miguel. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Spotlight Prediction, I'm liking it. So this is one you could probably retrain down the road as well when you get the resources. A little much of speed and field. I have a bunch of players that I still need to retrain and stuff as well. So everyone, when I'm saying you can retrain it, it means down the road. Down the road. It's the same thing for me. So on the bench, we got a Reynolds. There's a train. Not too bad. And those are the skills. A Marte after that, a Diamond Marte. There's a train so far. Those are the skills. Liking the skills on that one. Then we got a Gamel. Or actually, I skipped over Avila. There's a train so far. And those are the skills. Then we got a Gamel after that. There's a train through 10. Those are the skills. And then we got a LeMahieu, a gold LeMahieu there. There's a train so far through 12. And those are the skills. So let's head over to the starting rotation. We got a live Garrett Cole as the ace. There's a train. A little much of stamina. This is one you could retrain, but I would wait until the season's over to see where his card finishes. And those are the skills. You could reskill when the season is over as well if it's a card worth keeping, which it should be. He should have a fine finish to the season. After that, we got an Arrieta. There's a train. Those are the skills. We got a Young after that. There's a train. A little much of stamina, not a team player though. And those are the skills, so that's fine. We got a Wang after that. There's a train so far. A little much of stamina through 12. You can finish this one off and see where it finishes, and those are the skills. Being a team player, it's worth it. This is one you could reskill as well. Clean up your mess is good, but I would look for at least 2 good gold skills on that. Then we got a Keller, the last starting pitcher. There's a train, and those are the skills. So Now the bullpen. We got a Barucki, I think is how you say his name. If I did not pronounce that, I apologize. There's a train so far through 10. Those are the skills. Then we got an Aubers. There's a train, and those are the skills. Clean up your mess and winning streak. I'm liking it. Then we got a Cam. There's a train so far. Those are the skills, and I'm liking the train. It's 8 through 17, so if you have AMP tickets, you could use those if you want. It's not a team player though, so it's up to you. Last boss and winning streak. I like it for the bullpen. Next up, we got a Workman. There's a train. Those are the skills. Then we got a Barnes. There's a train on that 1 through 10. Those are the skills. Last boss and clean up your mess. I like it. Closing pitcher is a Miller. There's a train. This is one. You can see how it finishes. A little much of stamina through 10. 7 already. And dominant pitcher and stability. So I would suggest you can put either Matt or you could put Cam in there. I would say either do Matt or Cam at closing pitcher with the skills they got and the trains they got so far. So over Miller. Miller I know is a team player, but the skills are better on those two for relief pitchers and closers. So looking pretty good right there. Thanks for submitting your team, Peter. All right, guys, so next up is Super Yankee Fan 08. Their YouTube is Nerf and Stuff. And they are a Yankees team. And let's go ahead and get straight into this one as well. So next up, we got a Mondesi. And there's a train so far to start. And those are the skills. Skills are pretty decent, not worth retraining. Next up, we got a Black Diamond Hicks. There's a train so far. This is one you could retrain down the road when you get the resources. And those are the skills. I'm loving the skills on this. Batting machine, barreled up, and charisma. 3 great gold skills. Perfect right there. Then we got a Yelich after that. A gold Yelich. There's a train. Those are the skills. Then we got a Diamond Posey after that. There's a train. And those are the skills. Next up, we got a Palmero. There's a train so far. And those are the skills. After that, we got a gold Bregman. There's a train on Bregman. Those are the skills. Then we got a Diamond Marte after that. There's a train so far through 10. And those are the skills. Pretty decent skills on that. Then we got a Gregorius next. There's a train. And those are the skills. You could reskill this down the road. And you could retrain this one as well. A little much of speed and field through 10, 12. I'd like to see that a little bit lower. And then to finish it off, we got a Diamond Wong. There's a train. And those are the skills. So let's head to the bench. We got a LaCroix next. A gold one. There's a train. Those are the skills. On the bench, a gold McCutcheon, Yankees McCutcheon. There's a train, and those are the skills. Then a gold Granderson. There's a train on him through 12, and those are the skills. Then a gold Pujols. There's a train, and those are the skills. Full swing hitter, pretty decent. And then Trey Turner's the last one on the bench, another gold one. There's a train, and those are the skills. So let's head to the starting rotation. We got another live Garrett Cole ace starting pitcher. So let's go ahead and look at this one. There's a train so far through 10, only 4 to stamina, so I like that. Looking pretty decent. There's the skills. This is one you could reskill down the road. I would wait though until, like I said on the last one, make sure you wait until the season's over. That's what I would suggest. Next up, a gold Pineda. There's a train so far. Pretty decent train, only 6 to stamina through 14. There's the skills, obviously can't reskill that one. We got an Aaron here. There's a train. And those are the skills. Dominant pitcher, you can get away with that for now. Not really worth investing much in a non-team player. And we got a Tanner after that. There's the train. Those are the skills. And then last pitcher in the rotation is a gold Darvish. There's a train. Only 3 to stamina through 10. I like it. And then those are the skills. So heading to the bullpen. We got a Stammen. There's a train so far through 10. Pretty decent. Those are the skills. After that, we got a gold Green. There's a train. Through 14, those are the skills. Next up, a Diamond Smith. The train we got through 10, those are the skills. Then we got, a Taylor. There's a train so far through 10. Those are the skills, gonna be missed pretty decent. And then last relief pitcher is a Diamond Urias. There's the train so far, and those are the skills. I like dominant pitcher and setup, man. I do like that. And then Hader is the closing pitcher. There's a train, and those are the skills. So my suggestion would be to put Urias at closing pitcher with the skills you got on there. Well, technically, setup man, I guess, would be better. It depends. It's up to you. It's better. It's probably the best skills you got in your bullpen right now, so you can put him at closer, or you can make him first relief pitcher. It's up to you. I would say either one of those two to utilize those skills. And that train's That train's pretty decent. It's not the best train I've seen, but it's not really worth putting more resources into it. So that's my suggestion. Like I said, everyone, go for Diamond S set deck first and then start working team. You got a lot of gold Yankees in there, but don't be afraid to put diamond players in over them. So looking pretty good. Thanks for submitting your team, nerfing stuff. Alright guys, so the last thing we got is RCHXN. This is a bonus team. They've been on my friends list, like I said, for a while. And I saw the team. They don't have as many legends as the other one I showed that was a bonus team, the other video. But ton of signature players, a great team right here. So let's go ahead. And I'm not going to comment much on this one because the trains are pretty on point and the skills are there's not much more. That's not much for me to say, is all I'm going to say. So there's a train so far in this card for the signature Rizzo to start off. And those are the skills. Next up, a signature Black Diamond Banks. There's the train, and those are the skills, looking beautiful. A signature Hap after that. There's a train. Those are the skills. Next up, a signature Schwarber. This card's beautiful as well. There's a train, and those are the skills. Then we got a Luis. There's a train so far. Those are the skills. Then we got a signature Bryant. There's a train on Bryant. Those are the skills. This is just, it's a beautiful thing to see teams like this that have been grinding for, you can tell, for years. So it's crazy stuff. Then next up, we got a Fowler. There's the train. Those are the skills, looking great. Then we got a Baez. This is the only one I could suggest doing a retrain on, but still beautiful. Still a good train on it. And those are the skills. And then we got a Prime Mauer. I'm guessing this is his 25th man. Yes, because that Fingers is a legend. So I think this is his 25th man. Prime Mauer. There's a train. Those are skills, just beautiful stuff. On the bench, we got a Hickman, Black Diamond one. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. After that, we got a signature Castro. There's a train, and those are the skills. It's crazy seeing players like this, that on my team, if I have a signature player like that, they automatically would be in the starting lineup. So it's just crazy seeing signature players and with skills and stuff on the bench. There's a train. Those are the skills. Next up, a Castellanos. There's a train. Those are the skills. This is the only one I guess I could suggest retraining as well, but they're on the bench, so it doesn't really matter. Next up, a Hayward. There's a train. Those are the skills. Last one on the bench is a Barney. There's a train, and those are the skills. Looking beautiful right there as well for being on the bench. Heading to the starting rotation, a signature Arrieta, Black Diamond, beautiful stuff. There's a train. Those are the skills, loving it. Next up, signature Lester. There's a train. Those are the skills. Loving it as well. Signature Hendrick, another Black Diamond. First three pictures are Black Diamond signatures. I love to see it. There's a train. Those are the skills. Next up, we got a signature Darvish. There's a train on Darvish. Those are the skills. And then we got a Wood here. Another prime card here. There's a train. And those are the skills, looking great. Leaf pitchers, starting it off in the bullpen. A legend, Fingers. There's a train. Those are the skills. 3 diamond skills. I'm loving it. Then we got a signature Chapman after that. There's a train. Those are the skills. Setup man, last boss, looking good. Davis. There's a train. Those are the skills. 3 diamond skills as well there. Next up, we got a Chavez. There's a train. Those are the skills. Looking good. Montgomery after that. There's a train. Looking good right there with the skills as well. Closing pitcher is an Edwards Jr. There's a train on that one. Winning streak, last boss, looking great. This team is great. Not really much for me to suggest to you. I mean, obviously you've been playing for a long time. You know what's up. And I had to show off this team. It's been on my friends list, like I said, for a while. And I wanted to show off their team. So that's going to pretty much do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And with that said, I'll see you guys next time.